Thanks for staying with us. The last has not been heard on the death of late Inspector Monday Orukpe, the police officer allegedly killed by a soldier in the Ojo area of Lagos in August. Now, family of the deceased is calling on the Inspector General of Police to intervene and get justice for the Orukpe family. Senior correspondent Ivy Kano reports.
It appears the road to justice is going to be a long one for family of late Inspector Monday Orukpe, alleged to have been killed by soldiers on August the 4th. Orukpe was said to have been abducted alongside another police inspector, Ibafe Ojo, but Monday later died at the military hospital. While on a visit to TVC News headquarters in Lagos, his widow and brother said the army authority has not deemed it fit to visit or meet with the family after the death of her husband. For the police, only the division where he served till his death has visited the widow.
No, not even a message, but they went to the Commissioner of Police to pay condolence visit to Commissioner of Police. Why the family he left behind, army did not care. They don't even know if we exist or not. I'm asking for justice. Let IG help me. I don't have power of my own. These children, I cannot train them alone. A girl and 4 boys, and they are all at home. Nobody to help. They didn't resume school. They are at home.
I asked them.
For late Monday's elder brother, the 2 autopsies conducted showed same result. So the family is wondering why justice has not been served.
The result of the autopsy is the same result of the death certificate that was issued by the Navy hospital where the army took him to. Justice delay is justice denial. The autopsy ends every investigation. So what we are now saying is that let there be prosecution. They told us that those that were responsible were paraded twice on different locations. And in those 2 times they were paraded, the same people were identified, which means there's some mistake somewhere or anywhere. It was the guy that was survived. You know, there were 2 that were mercilessly beaten. And it was only my brother that died in the course of the incident. Mr. Ojo, he was the one that identified him.
He further lamented that over 200,000 naira has been spent so far by the family at the morgue.
The mortuary is escalating. We paid 2,600 every day. We were thinking that it was the police that were going to do the burial. They are now asking us to go and bury him, after which we now come and be asking for burial expenses. You understand? Where do we get that money from? Ambulance is there, the bus is there, casket is there. It's at IDH here, Yaba. So if anybody wants to go and verify, should go and verify. It's verifiable. We are not telling lies.
Late Inspector Monday Orukpe's body will leave Lagos for his hometown, Irua, in Edo State, on 18th of November 2022, where he'll be led to rest. Meanwhile, according to their tradition, his late widow may never get to see his body. Ivy Kano, TVC News, Lagos.
Let's now turn attention to Ondo State, where dignitaries from all walks of life have eulogized the late Lady Evangelist Grace Akeredolu, mother of Ondo State Governor Rotimi Akeredolu, for living an exemplary life. They spoke during a burial service and reception for the deceased in the ancient town of Owo, Ondo State. Ayodeji Moradio has more.
Dignitaries came from all walks of life to be part of the final burial ceremony of Madam Grace Akeredolu, mother of Ondo State Governor Rotimi Akeredolu. The ancient town of Owo was agog as they stormed the St. Andrew's Anglican Church, Owo, to pay their last respect to the deceased. Governors, ministers, party chieftains flooded the church to be part of the event. The presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Chief Bisi Akande, among others, were present at the church service.
We thank God for her. But I also want to thank you, my Chancellor. I want to thank you. I thank all members of the family, because Mama did not only look after you, you also looked after her.
Some of the dignitaries described the deceased as an epitome of motherhood.
Mama lived a very beautiful life, ripe old age of 90. Most importantly, she served God. And the evidence of God's favor in her life is this glorious exit and the worthy children she left behind.
Mama lived a graceful life, which is a source of encouragement to all of us living and left behind. To equally live legacy. Now, what I get to say about me, about you.
Happily for her, all our 7 children are alive, kicking, and doing very well in each of their chosen career.
For some members of the State Executive Council, traditional rulers, and party chieftains, the late Grace Akeredolu lived a life worthy of emulation.
Don't you see the children they had? They are all very successful in life. You have governor, you have professor, you have doctor, you have lawyer, you have nurse, and so on and so forth. Business,
murder in millions. When you talk about a devoted Christian, you find her there. When you talk about mother who's so caring for the children, you find her there.
The late Grace Akeredolu died on the 15th of September 2022 at the age of 90 years. Akeredolu Moradeyo, TVC News, Owo.
Outside Nigeria, the Democratic Party will retain majority control of the United States Senate after winning a pivotal race in Nevada. Senator Catherine Cortez Masto defeated Republican challenger Adam Laxalt, and her victory gives Democrats 50 seats in the 118th Congress. U.S. President Joe Biden says he is incredibly pleased at his party's victory in the upper chamber of Congress. The result puts them one ahead of Republicans, with the Georgia Senate seat to be decided in December. Cortez Masto's opponent, Adam Laxalt, had been backed by Donald Trump, who may announce another presidential run in the coming days. Meanwhile, Republicans appear to be inching closer to a majority in the House of Representatives. One of them, Maryland Governor Larry Hogan, says Trump is to blame for the party's poor performance.
I'll tell you what, congratulations to Senator Schumer. He's got a majority again, and we're focusing now on Georgia. We feel good about where we are. And I know I'm a cockeyed optimist. I understand that from the beginning, but I'm not surprised by the turnout. I'm incredibly pleased by the turnout. And I think it's a reflection of the quality of our candidates, and they're all running on the same program. There wasn't anybody who wasn't running on what we did. They're all sticking with it. And so I feel good, and I'm looking forward to the next couple of years.
Let's talk sports. The 6th edition of the annual Efron Warri Peace Marathon will take place on the 26th of November as organizers look to expand the 10-kilometer race in the Twin Cities, which is meant to be a fun run to promote harmony among residents. At a press briefing in Asaba, the chief organizer, Joyce Bozimo, revealed the introduction of a corporate relay race open for personnel of corporations and organizations, with churches, security forces, and institutions already showing interest. Iken Amechi reports.
Initiated in 2016, the race is to foster communal living among residents of Efron Warri and environ, which is hitherto characterized by clashes, especially involving young people. Over the past 6 years, the race has featured participants from these cities and beyond to facilitate peaceful relationship and friendship. Towards the 6th edition, billed to hold on the 26th of November, the organizer is taking the race a notch higher with some innovations. This press conference affords her opportunity to unveil her plans.
We've invited companies, schools, churches to join so that we all do it together. And how are we doing it? A lot of people were saying that they can't run 10 kilometers. We said, no problem. Let's do corporate relay challenge. That means that companies can come, you bring 5 of your workers, each will run 2 kilometers. It's a relay. When they win, the money goes to the 5 of them. And we've gotten our first, the Navy, the Nigerian Navy, they've written, they want to join. They are bringing 10 people to run with us. The Air Force said they are ready to run.
The race, which is a brainchild of Joy Bozimo, has enjoyed partnership with the state government, but more support is needed to make it bigger and better.
I appeal to corporate bodies to join us, give us a sponsorship deal, so that the thing will get bigger, beyond Warri and Efun. It goes beyond Delta, it goes beyond national.
The race is open for everyone to participate as registration is ongoing. Ikenna Amechi, TVC News,